So, I'm Brian Noceni. I'm here with a Legends box. We're about to crack. I wouldn't advise anybody to crack a Legends box, but
I second that.
I'm a little crazy, and I'm trying to put together a BGS 9.5 Legends set. So that's the main reason why we're cracking it today. Plus, I have somebody else that's looking to get some BGS 9.5s for their set. So any of them that I don't need will more than likely go to them. So, gonna get ready and crack this box. I hope it's a good one, because it's probably gonna end bad. Ready?
Yep.
This hurts a little. This box is almost 20 years old. There's a factory shrink wrap right there. Get that out of there. This is English Legends. This isn't that Italian crap. So, we're gonna penny sleeve everything since it's gonna end up going to BGS anyway. Just to make sure the carpet doesn't screw everything up.
You want to play mat or something?
Yeah, let me go. Actually, don't mind if I use your binder?
No. Go for it.
Nice flat surface. Alright, let's see. We'll go with the center one first. Somebody on the forums asked me for a mint opened pack, so we're going to try and do this right now. Get this out of the way so we don't damage any cards in the process. This is pretty difficult. It just does not want to open. We're going to cut all the other ones because this is, there we go. Pack number one. As you guys can see, everything's really, really minty. Here's the Legend Rule card. I'm sure we'll have a bunch of them by the time this is over. Wow, right off the top, a Nether Void. Well, a pretty good card from the set. Very well centered. This is probably going to end up getting a 9.5. It's a little bit off left to right, but other than that, it looks really good. There's a Greater Realm of Preservation. This is off center. Top to bottom and left to right. That's probably not even going to end up getting sent in. Lady Orca, off center, left to right. Beast of Bogarden, off center, left to right. So I hope this is not not the way the box is going to trend. It looks like most of the commons are okay. There's a few of them that are off center, but.
So at this point, do you know if it's a box or B box?
I do not. There were a couple cards that I looked at on the list, but I can honestly not remember. I can pull it up on my phone, though. We can check real quick. So we're back again after pack one. It's probably about 6 cards, plus the Nether Void that we're going to send in. The other ones are 2 off-center. They're going to come back 9, so it's not even worth the time to send them in. So now we're going to open for real. Got some scissors now. Not playing around with trying to damage cards. Thankfully, we didn't damage the Nether Void. So, need some scissors out, trim the tops off. Yeah, by the way, it is a B box. It's not an A box, unfortunately. But, you know, still can crack a Karakas. So, still hope. Oh, one card stayed. Not sure if it's a rare or not, but I kind of doubt it. No, there's a wood elemental. I've never seen this card. It probably is rare, but not sure to be honest. But it's well centered. It's got a little print defect right down here. but looks pretty good. It's well centered. So we also have a wood elemental. There's a abomination. Most of these uncommons are off center, which sucks for me, but yeah, it does happen. So some of these commons are definitely gonna get sent in there. So we'll sleeve these real quick.
I mean, you say most, but you've only opened 2 packs so far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that we get to another sheet and it's better cut, but we'll see. Hey guys, we're back. Just doing a little moving of things around here, trying to get this go a little faster. So I'm gonna open the packs, my buddy over here, and he's going to sleeve them so we can go a little faster.
Got this one.
Want to cut that one open?
Yeah.
Just don't cut the rare. Or the uncommon if it's a drain. Alright, so here we go. Pack number 3. Triassic Egg. Not too bad, but so it looks like the uncommons are getting a little bit better on the centering. So that's a plus. Kind of happy about that, because the other uncommons were horrible. No chain lightning yet. Everything else looks to be pretty good. There you go. You got that? Yeah. Still got a lot of packs to go, guys. Trying to make sure these cards are down before I start opening this pack. I don't want to cut anything. That would be bad.
That's okay.
Here's the next pack. Planar Gate.
That card sounds terrible.
It costs 6. It's an artifact. Pay up to 2 less than required whenever casting a summon spell. It's not bad.
That's kind of cool.
But it costs 6. So, Mountain Stronghold.
Well, that's only 2 workshops. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Card with Planeswalk.
But we're about 3 uncommons per booster, right?
I believe so. Don't quote me on that, because I should know this set very well, but I do not.
I'm gonna separate them that way, and then later, if some of them are messed up, I can fix it.
That was a really nice Force Spike. It was a good card back in the day. Not so good now. Some really good looking cards in here. Hopefully we'll get a Tabernacle, maybe a Moat. If we're lucky. If we're not, we'll just have another Void.
Another Wood Elemental.
Yeah, no thank you, please don't. There's a Solkanar the Swamp King. A good card back in the day.
And I've always imagined that people opening Legends packs must have been extremely angry when they opened up a Wood Elemental. Really disappointed, at least, you know? And now I get to see it in the flesh.
You know what, I'm just happy to have this box and be able to do this, because there's a lot of people out there that don't get the opportunity to do this, and a lot of people are crazy enough, like myself, trying to build ridiculous sets to even want to open a Legends box. So,
For the record, I did try to talk him out of it.
Spiritual Sanctuary. Oh man, this corner on this card, not gonna get there. Unfortunately, this rare has a bad corner, and more than likely not going to get a 9/5. Might not even send it in. Another Lady Orca. Some of these uncommons are pretty good centering wise, and that's usually the killer on Legends cards. Not many printing errors. Little color variations every once in a while on some of these cards, little spots. We saw a Darkwood Boar. Oh, sorry. Really nice Tabernacle would make my day. One of the few good cards I need from this set, including a Karakas and a Chains.
Chains was rare, right? I know Karakas was uncommon.
No.
Oh, that card is awesome.
Hell's Caretaker. Really nice condition. Really nice condition. Horror of Horrors. Stormseeker. Tundra Wolves. It's pretty good stuff in here. The Emerald Dragonfly. It's a really nice shape. A little off center, but really nice shape.
Hey, you got a Kobold.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a few of them in there.
Yeah, this Kitkin is off left right too.
Yeah, there's a lot of... about half of the commons are off left to right. Here's a Mold Demon. It's probably one of the weirdest looking cards I've ever seen. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Camera's not focusing well. Look it up on Gather. Art's definitely different.
Let me take a look at that.
Oh, there's a reset too. Nice. Beautiful reset.
Oh wow, that is really odd looking.
It's an absolutely
Nice.
gorgeous reset here. A little off left to right, but other than that, beautiful card. Demonic Torment. No Chain Lightnings yet, but some really nice stuff. Pretty happy about that reset.
I wanted to run some sealed pools with these, but since they're getting graded,
That wasn't going to happen.
Glyph of Life.
Field of Dreams. Tiny Nick in the corner. Might get a 9/5. Looks pretty good. Here's a Cobalt Drill Sergeant. Red Mana Battery, Azure Drake. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but Raging Bull back in Legends is pretty fuzzy. Like, you can barely tell that the name is Raging Bull without looking at it. Pretty bad. Makes you... It looks really goofy. Wow, Giant Strength is the same way. I didn't realize that card was like that too. Another Force Spike. Yeah, some of these cards aren't worth a whole lot, but if you played back in the day, some of these cards bring back some good memories.
Oh, there's a little spot on this Hammerheim.
On the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the printer defects.
That time to open them.
Happened a lot during Alpha. But some of these cards do have little printer defects. Quality control was not the best back then either. Oh, here's a nice card. Gabriel Angelfire. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm an angel collector.
I was gonna say only an angel collector would
appreciate it. Well,
be that excited.
That is very interesting. I've never seen the same uncommon twice.
Oh wow!
Just opened 2 Tolarias. Same pack. Weird. Some of these cards are absolutely flawless. Which I would expect out of an unopened box, but yeah, sitting around for almost 20 years, anything can happen. Cards get moved, things get shifted around. Corners can get damaged pretty easily.
Yeah, I noticed on pretty much all of these packs, when you look at the corners, you can still see like they're curved up a little from when they were cut in the factory.
There's a Adden Oak Shield.
Oh, Oak Shield. One of my friends has a EDH tag using him.
Nice. This one's a tiny bit off center, top to bottom, but other than that, left to right's not bad. Lady of the Mountain. Oh, there's a Chain Lightning. Finally. That's a really nice one, too. Let's be a tiny bit off left to right, but other than that, it's spot on.
2 Talarias in one pack. It's weird.
I'm sure I get 2 Chain Lightnings in one pack. That'd be awesome.
2 Karakases.
Yeah. Well, if that was a Karakas, I'd be pretty happy.
You were close.
I was.
It was
close.
even a legendary, land, but well, at least you get to remove banding.
Yeah. Not quite as good as Karakas, but we'll deal with it. Here's In the Eye of Chaos. I already have this card, but my friends will be very happy if this grade's 9-5. Looks like it's got a mark up at the corner, top left. Other than that, really well centered. Very pretty card. So hopefully I'll be able to finish my common set by breaking this box. About half of the uncommons, decent amount of rares, hopefully. Probably still need about half the set. I don't plan on opening another booster box after this. It's pretty expensive to crack a box. These boxes are a little over $4,000 a piece now. So that's not going to happen. There's a really nice Cosmic Horror.
I love the art on that card.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Good Jesper piece. Very iconic. I believe it was in 4th edition as well. Here's a Life Chisel. Crawled Giant. These are really well centered on commons, which is nice.
It's the art on Jasmine Boreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard Kane Ferguson. Very good artist.
Oh, In the Eye of Chaos is a dick card. Wow.
I forget what that one does, but I know it's a pain in the butt.
All instants and interrupts are countered.
You gotta double pay them.
Yep. That sucks.
Well, it sucks if you're on the, if you're trying to cast. Instants and sorceries, I guess, huh? Or interrupts. It's not sorceries, just instants and...
oh yeah, it's not even sorceries. Stormseeker. This was played... Wasn't this played in a combo deck at some point? Or
I believe so.
To combat Frostbloom, maybe?
Not sure.
I think it was used as the win con in Frostbloom for a brief period.
Here's a card I never saw before. Knowledge Vault. It's artwork by Amy Weber. Take a card from your library without looking at it. Place it face down under Knowledge Vault. Sacrifice Knowledge Vault to discard an entire hand and take the cards under Vault into your hand. If Knowledge Vault leaves play, put all cards under it in your graveyard.
How much mana does that thing cost?
Costs 4, and to activate it costs 2, and you have to tap it.
So that's a lot of mana
terrible.
for a few cards.
Pretty terrible.
Now you can just play Staff Wound in for your artifact card drawing needs.
Crevasse. Very, very pretty Crevasse here. Untamed Wild. Yeah, all these uncommons, the centering is getting a lot better.
Yeah, the giant strength. I saw the Raging Bull that you mentioned.
Yeah,
the giant strength is also really blurry.
Yeah, it's funny because that one's blurry, but I have another one in my hand that's not.
A couple of these must have been off of like a really blurry red sheet.
Could be. There's a Moss Monster here. Oh, Chain Lightning and 2 Kobolds in this pack. Nice.
Kobolds.
Very nice Chain Lightning. Still no heavy hitters except for the first pack we cracked. Maybe we should have stopped there.
I mean, we probably should have stopped before there, but...
Yeah, we probably should have stopped with the factory seal on the box, but... you know. Stupid stuff does happen.
There's still a lot of packs to go. What is that
I hope
card?
this is not a rare. It's called Nova Pentacle.
Huh.
I hope I said that right. It's pretty terrible. Looks pretty bad.
Whoa, that is. And the art's not even good.
Maybe there's Karakas underneath of him. Nope. Tolaria. Marble Priest. Part Water. Thunder Wolves. Anything good in here? Nope. Nothing. It's a blurry transmutation here too. I think that's pretty common though.
I think the one that I No, all the transmutations I've seen, I remember them being pretty blurry.
Yeah, I think it was pretty common, kind of like the Raging Bull. But keep my fingers crossed this box gets a little better as we move on.
This is still a good while to go.
I'm hoping for a Chains, a good, well-centered Chains. Maybe a...
Okay, the art on Horror of Horrors is pretty awesome. Go look it up on Gatherer.
Yeah, it's pretty cool looking.
It's crazy.
Never seen this card before.
Some legend.
Gasta Dirk. Costs 7 mana. 4/4 first strike. Creatures with Island Walk may be blocked as if they did not have this ability. Probably why I never heard of the card before. Pretty cool looking card, but card's terrible. Gotta say. There's a Kismet. Good card back in the day. Not so good now. Force Spike. I should definitely be able to finish off my common set. Definitely will not be able to finish my uncommon set. Just because of the A list and B list. Uncommons. So far, not too bad of a box. Just need to pull some better rares and I'll be much happier. There's an Acid Rain. That was a card I loved when I was younger.
Oh, the art on that card is really creepy somehow.
Yeah, it's
no, I'm not. It
not
feels like it
focusing in,
shouldn't
but
be, but it somehow is.
it's a blue card, kills off forests. Costs blue, 3 colorless, and it's a sorcery. There we go. There's a Karakas, and it's a pretty one. It's really pretty. Very well centered. Maybe a little off top to bottom. Maybe it's smidge left to right. Really, really minty Karakas here. So that makes me pretty happy.
I just added the Chain Lightning. It's nice.
Yeah, there's 2 nice Chain Lightnings in there. Here, I'll give that to you so you can get that Karakas in there in a sleeve real quick. So that was one of the big cards I was missing from my set. The only other one I need is a Tabernacle, which is the biggest one. And a Chains. And it's probably going to be pretty rough finding those. Now, at this point in time, there's only... what is there? There's 1 BGS 10 Tabernacle. There's a bunch of them with 9 subgrades that have a 9/5 overall, but Tabernacle's going to be one of the rough ones for me. So next pack has a Typhoon in it. Actually a pretty good card. It's a green card. Costs a green, 2 colorless, and it deals a damage to your opponent for every island they control. So it could be pretty good back in the day.
Hosing people with islands has never been a bad thing.
No, I mean, heck, this card's pretty good probably in Legacy at this point, but green direct damage is never caught on. Some pretty nice stuff in here. Pretty excited. Definitely have to see what how BGS treats us on this stuff. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. You know, take it as it comes. Makes me want to toss that Typhoon in the sideboard for bug or something.
It's too slow.
Yeah. Got a Revelation here. Beautiful, beautiful card. Very well centered. Should grade well. We have a great wall here.
One of the most useful cards ever printed.
Yeah. Creatures with Planeswalk may be blocked as if they did not have this ability. Epic fail, magic part, but back in the day.
I mean, when that was printed, there were 0 creatures with Planeswalk, I think, right?
There was...
I think there might have been
probably 1 or 2. I think, was it Elder Dragonworm? I think that may have had Planeswalk. It was like a 6/6 worm. I think it cost 7. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on these really old cards. I've probably forgotten more than I know at this point.
So these were Legend said it was a lot of the legendary creatures. They were from like a D&D campaign that Garfield and his friends had, right?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I remember hearing something like that.
Could be. Definitely could be. I mean, there's countless legends in this set. I mean, I don't even know half of them.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible, plausible. So in the next pack, we got an Angelic Voices as the rare.
What does Angelic Voices do?
It's an enchantment, costs 2 white, 2 colorless. As long as the only creatures you control are white or artifact creatures, all your creatures gain +1/+1. We're about a little more than halfway here. Hoping we hit maybe a moat, something.
Last pack will be a Tabernacle Chains double pack. Well, wait, was Chains rare?
I think it was, but I'm not 100% sure. Here's a... Wow, this is interesting. It's probably like this for all of them. But here's an Imprison. I don't know if you guys can see, but the 1 in the text box, the actual circle that goes behind it to tell that it's colorless is above the 1. They were probably all like that, but I just saw it, thought I'd point out. It's probably a standard misprint or error. Pretty cool, huh? I didn't check the uncommons in there, but...
Oh wow, that's not even just a little off either.
No, it's definitely a line off. Oh, sweet, another Karakas.
Nice.
This one may be nicer than the first one. A little off, though. Centering
It looks
wise.
more off left to right, at least.
Yeah.
That's really all I can see.
Top to bottom's really good on it. Really good on it.
Okay.
So, got another Karakas. That's 2. That's the best land, uncommon land in the B list. Hoping we got an A list, but unfortunately. But fortunately, we got 2 Karakases, so I can't complain too much here.
If it comes to gameplay, I would say Karakas is better than Tabernacle. But, I mean, obviously, Tabernacle is worth way more.
Yeah, Tabernacle's worth way more. Mainly because it's a rare. It's played in a decent amount of sideboards.
It's always bothered me a lot that Tabernacle is worth more than Workshop now, because it's something that, I mean, obviously
it's
Workshop,
not a 4 of. Yeah, I mean, most you play 3 of them, and it's usually a sideboard card.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lands plays it in the sideboard. In Legacy, I don't know any other decks that really play it in Legacy. And then in Vintage, the decks that play Tabernacle play 4 Workshops main.
Yep. So here's the next rare. I'm probably going to butcher this name, so please don't beat me up over it. It's Hazizan Tamar.
He's the guy that makes the little Sand Warriors, right?
Yes. Yep, makes little Sand Warriors. Good looking card. Very well centered. Might be a tiny bit off top to bottom, but otherwise, really, really good looking card. Got followed up by Black Mana Battery, Quagmire, Tobias Andreon. Probably butchering some of these names, but definitely some high graded cards in here for sure. Kind of doubt it was worth cracking the box over, but definitely gonna fill out a lot of holes in my set. Oh, there it is.
Nice.
I have a Tabernacle here, and it's perfectly centered. Perfectly centered. Not a nick on it. Oh, please get in there. There we go. Yeah, it's a beautiful Tabernacle. Absolutely gorgeous. Rarest card in this, well, most valuable card in the set, not the rarest, but definitely a good card.
Yeah, it's not even that close. Because Mode is probably second, and it's at least 100 less.
Yeah, Moats. Oh, there's a Chain Lightning in this pack too. Wow, that was a really good pack. Doesn't get much better than that, except for maybe a Mana Drain, which we don't have a chance of getting because that's on the A list. Other than that, I can't remember if Change is common or uncommon. Well, I know it's not a common, but I don't remember if Change is a rare or a common. Or, God, why do I keep saying that? An uncommon. So doesn't get a whole heck of a lot better than a Tabernacle and a Chain Lightning. I mean, you could have one of the commons be a Karakas or a Drain, but other than that.
Man, if we did do sealed, whoever opened the Karakases would be crushing.
Here's a card that I believe is played in EDH. It's Rubinia Soul Singer.
Popular one. They reprinted this recently in the in one of the Commander decks, and the art shows a woman holding out a contract and a pen.
Oh, that's interesting.
And
I haven't seen that yet.
The flavor suggests, something to do with like signing over your soul to her, and I think the person who was giving the art description and writing everything misread it as Rubinia Soul Signer.
Oh, that could be. Yeah, she's a fairy, so she's a little tricky. But card doesn't say that because it says Summon Legend. If it were reprinted today, it'd probably say Summon Fairy Legend. But very, very... Wow. There's another Karakas.
Dang. You can open a playset of them?
There's a possibility. I mean, there's a good 9 packs still in this box. That's really impressive.
So now, getting a B box doesn't seem so bad with 3 Karakases.
I'd much rather that they were meta drains, but for uncommons, that's about as good as it gets. Well, we got 12 packs left, so we're 2/3 of the way left. We're 2/3 of the way. I'm still pretty happy. I mean, Tabernacle, Nether Void,
3 Karakas,
3 Karakas, a bunch of Chain Lightnings. Here's a Stang.
Oh yeah.
This guy used to be a pain though, but whenever you played him, you get a copy of him that's not legend, so it doesn't kill the legend roll. But it's a token.
The other one's called Stang Twin, I think. Or something.
Yup, Stang Twin token. Good call. I don't know if this one's gonna get a 9/5. It's off center top on the top left to right, but the bottom seems to be really well centered.
Yeah, I believe
oh my god!
Another
Karakas. That's a playset, guys, in one box. A playset.
Must be nice.
We could get 5 or 6 of them in here. There's still 11 packs to go.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Lots of kobolds too, guys. If anybody out there wants to build a set, give me a call. Hit me up, leave a message. We'll try and put you a set together. If you want to get a graded set. It's crazy. 4 Karakases in one box. Not a ton of killer rares, but the good rares. The rares that I need.
You got Nether Void and Tabernacle so far.
Oh, here's a killer rare. Serpent Generator. Pretty terrible card. But it was funny. I actually really liked this card when I was younger. Because I put 1/1s into play, and I guess that was a big thing.
There weren't a lot of cards that generated a lot of...
No, there really wasn't. There's a Chain Lightning in this pack and a Pendlehaven.
I used to think the Hive was really good.
Yeah.
Because it makes 1/1s and they fly.
Yeah, I mean, this one, they have poison counters, though. The Serpents have poison.
It's pretty scary.
It's not like the poison that they do today.
The infect.
The infect. The Serpent Generator's got a little ding on the edge, though. I'm not sure this is going to get graded very well. I'll send it in, but they'll probably grade it as a 9, unfortunately.
Well, how was fog worded in Alpha Beta? Do you remember?
I honestly do not recall.
Because I opened here's a darkness.
Creatures attack and block as normal, but none deal any damage. All attacking creatures are still tapped. Play any time before attack damage is assigned.
Was fog worded that way too?
I don't think it was that lengthy.
Because I thought it was. I thought Alpha Fog had way less on it.
I think it just says prevent all combat damage this turn.
Maybe a lot of players
that's what fog does.
A lot of players were confused after Alpha Beta, so they had to clarify.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I want to say on that card. What do we got here? Elven Riders. Good looking card. My phone's ringing. Let's see. Alright. We're going to take a quick break right here. Let me pick up the phone, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, we're back. Sorry for the delay. So we got 9 packs to go, I believe. Yep, 9 packs to go. And getting to the end here, but
well, Black Mana Battery is really cool looking.
Overall, pretty good box. Not great, but pretty happy. It's gonna, like I said before, it's gonna fill out a bunch of cards in my set. Here's a Halfdane. Not sure what this card does, but gonna read it real quick. Comes into play. Use a 3/3 during your upkeep. Halfdane acquires the current power and toughness of target creatures other than Halfdane. If there are no legal targets, Halfdane becomes a 3/3. Kind of like Vesuvan, only his casting cost is 3 colored and a colorless.
And he only gets their power and toughness, right?
Yeah, he only gets their power and toughness, doesn't get anything else. Pretty crappy Vesuvan.
I never get tired of the art on Indestructible Aura. Look at this thing.
That's pretty cool. I like that art, yeah, it's a good art.
I wish Poole didn't break his leg. In that he was in a car accident for Eternal Weekend. He was
that's why he didn't show up?
Yeah, I heard he got in a car accident and maybe broke his leg or his ankle or something.
Oh, poor guy. You guys ever meet Mark Poole? Really cool guy. Very, very nice guy. Has done some amazing art for Magic. Birds of Paradise.
Also, here's a good example.
Yeah.
Indestructible Aura.
Yeah, you guys should look that up on the Gather. Really, really good looking card. There's just so many other pieces in that. For some reason, Birds of Paradise is the only one that's coming to mind right now.
He did Recall.
Yeah, Recall. Wow. I can't believe I forgot that one. Yeah, he's done some phenomenal pieces. Ancestral Visions he did.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool that they got him to do Visions.
Yeah,
I think they got all of the old artists to do the
Ancestral Visions he did. Gosh, I can't remember.
He did Tropical Island, I think.
Well, Birds of Paradise was supposed to be Tropical Island.
Yeah.
Or no, that was supposed to be Volcanic Island.
Mm-hmm. But the bird was too big.
But the bird was too prominent in the painting, so they created Birds of Paradise.
I love Richard Kane Ferguson art.
Here's an Elder Spawn. I think I have this card already, but looks really cool. Another Jesper piece. Autofocus there, maybe.
It's probably a bit too dark.
Sometimes it autofocuses. Sorry, guys. Didn't autofocus, but I like the art. It's pretty cool. Looks like Something you'd see in the ocean. A wall of wonder here.
I mean, I hope I wouldn't see something like that in the ocean.
Well,
It's kind of scary.
something you would think you might see in the ocean, but not want to see, I guess. Here's a wall of wonder that's ridiculously off-center. Top, bottom, and left, right off on this guy. You probably get a centering of like 7. It's pretty bad. Pretty terrible. Oh man, this Cobalt Taskmaster is really off too.
Oh yeah. This is a nice hat.
Yeah, it's a nice
Oh,
Equinox. So 7 packs left. There's a falling star. It's weird, some of these cards are twisted. Like the top, up top it's off center, but the bottom it's really nice. You guys can't really see it all that well, but
Let me try something.
some of these cards look a little twisted.
So, you want to try it with some light?
There we go. Let me put the card on the bottom so there's some contrast here. So the bottom's not bad, and then we go to the top, and this side's real thin, and that side's pretty big. So it looks like the sheet was twisted a tiny bit.
No, it only really started showing up this late in the box.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so-
I'm not real concerned. I mean,
You
I'll
might
still
open
send
up
it in. I mean, it really depends how they look at it, because the bottom is centered real well.
You might open up a really twisted Tabernacle.
Oh, that would have been very depressing. I mean, the Tabernacle that we pulled today is just... It's beautiful. If it does not get a 9.5, I will be extremely, extremely surprised. Still no chains. We're lucky here. Wow. Did I call that one? Here you go,
Wow.
guys. Perfect.
Really?
Almost perfectly centered chains in stunning condition. The last high dollar card I need for my set.
I mean,
As long as it grades correctly, this is one of my favorite cards and has probably the most ridiculous text in the text box as to what the card does I've ever seen.
this is one of the Oracle text on this card seems to me even more confusing
The
than the
Oracle
original.
text.
I think the original text is easier to understand because the Oracle they did something wrong with wording it because it's really confusing.
I have read the card text many times trying to figure out what this card does. I have also read the Oracle text and been thoroughly confused. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Basically, I think I know what the card does, but I'm still not 100% sure. Basically, if your opponent draws a card besides the first card, they have to discard that many cards instead of drawing.
They have to, if they draw, this only applies to cards past the first one every turn,
That is correct.
but it creates a replacement effect where if they would draw a card,
You have to discard one.
they have to discard one, but then they still do draw the other
Okay.
card. But if they don't have any cards in hand, they just they mill a card instead of drawing.
Okay.
So
nice.
it is really, really painful if you try to brainstorm with one of those in play.
Guys, if you do think this card's cool, go look at the text on the card, on Gatherer, and be thoroughly confused. It is quite confusing. I'm happy somebody was here to explain it to me. I think this is the second time I've had to have that card explained to me.
One of my friends was actually playing it in his sideboard for Legacy. So you know, and since I was going to be testing with him, I needed to make sure I knew what the hell that thing did.
So here's a cool card. This is a rare in this pack. It's called Life Matrix. Really cool Amy Weber piece. It's not a good card, but I thought the art was really cool. So, let you guys check that out.
I mean,
What do you think of this art? Looks pretty cool, huh?
that's pretty. It kind of looks like. It kind of looks like he's relaxing on a tube.
It came up, so that's not bad.
Okay.
Wow. Double Urborg, same pack, guys. Yeah, card sucks, but two of the same uncommon. I don't think this happens now unless you get a foil.
I mean, it happened with Urborg, and it happened with Teleria.
Yeah, well, why
So
can't it happen to Karakas? You know, we got
I mean,
four more packs in here. Maybe we'll get lucky, but I kind of doubt it.
You end up with 6 Karakas in one box.
I'm happy with 4, but, you know, hey, anything to make this box a little bit sweeter.
A couple of Vandalhavens, too. The chain.
Yeah, there's another chain.
That was in the chain.
That was in the chain booster. There's a chain in the chain booster.
Yeah.
Not only do we get a chain of Mephistopheles, we also got a chain lightning.
So that's a playset of chain lightnings now, right?
I think so. It's a shame some of these uncommons are so off center. Here's a really, really cool card. Awesome art by Pete Venters.
Yes.
Hellfire. I don't know what the card does, but I just know the art looks freaking awesome.
Blows up everything.
It's like Jokel Hops.
It's just for, I think it blows up a bunch of all the non-black creatures maybe, and you take 3 damage.
All non-black creatures are destroyed. Hellfire does X plus 3 damage to you. X is the number of creatures placed in the graveyard.
It's not bad. I mean, it blows out all of their stuff, and you still have your mold demons and shit to kill them with.
Yeah, I mean, this card's really good. It's a sorcery. It costs 3 black and 2 colorless. It's actually
that's only
pretty good. And it only costs 5.
No, I played that for a little bit in EDH. And
It's another Urborg. Some gorgeous cards in here. Kobold. Hellfire, definitely the most impressive card in that pack. Beautiful artwork on that card.
That's me.
Is that you?
Your screen's not lighting up, so I don't know. Whatever.
Lady Evangela. Not a bad card. Yeah, some of these uncommons are very disappointing. The rares are absolutely stunning. I'm just happy the rares aren't off center.
I mean, how many rares are there in the Legend set? I know
there's over 100. There's over 100.
And yet you managed to get, the 2 rares that you really needed.
2 rares that I really needed.
One of which is the most expensive card from this set.
Yeah, and there's...
And the other one's like 3rd.
Yeah, there's actually there's Chain Lightning. Chains of Mephistopheles is, I think they retail around $200 now for near mint ones. Nether Voids, I think, are in the same vicinity. Tabernacle is the most valuable card in the set. Not sure why. Moat is what, $350, $400 for near mint ones now.
Yeah, for retail. I mean, and that's pretty much the only really expensive one that you missed.
Yeah, and the only other one would be the Abyss.
Oh.
And that's it. I mean, there's really nothing. I mean, Angus McKenzie is about $100 for a near mint one now.
Wow.
I think he's about $100 now. But yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. These cards are getting so hard to find, and people are just gobbling them up. So this is the second to last pack. There's one more pack to go. This isn't a great card, but it's a card that brings back memories from opening them up in Chronicles. It's Akron Legionnaire. It costs 8 mana. It's 2 white, 6 colorless. He's 8/4. And None of your non-artifact creatures... Oh, sorry. Yeah, none of your non-artifact creatures may attack except Akron Legionnaire.
I don't know if any of you play a lot on Magic Online, but there's a game mode called Momir Basic. And it just pretty much, you generate random creatures at certain convert mana costs, and Akron Legionnaire has hosed me so often playing Momir Basic.
So this is the last pack, guys. It's been a really good box. I'm actually very happy. Definitely didn't get my dollar value out of it, but I wasn't expecting to.
I mean, also considering the how much it would cost to track down a graded 9.5 Tabernacle.
A graded 9.5 Tabernacle with all 9.5 subs would probably be $800 to $1,000 very easily.
So considering the time, spent tracking down all that stuff,
Yeah.
graded.
And I would expect to pay somewhere in the $300 to $400 range for a Karakas with all 9.5 subs. Hopefully one of the 4 will grade 9.5 within all subs. The Nether Void, I didn't have to buy that when I had a PSA 10 that I converted to a BGS 9.5 with all 9.5 subs. I'm expecting probably, if that grades all 9.5 subs, to get at least $400 out of that card. Never seen this card either. It's called Caverns of Despair. It's an enchant world, one of the few enchant worlds. It's a red card. All players may attack with no more than 2 creatures each turn, and block with no more than 2 creatures each turn. Costs 2 red, 2 colorless. Kind of similar to Smoke, although Smoke's probably way better. We'll get another Karakas in here. No Karakas, unfortunately. But, this is a really good looking Whirling Dervish. Very well centered. Any of the uncommons, you could expect to pay anywhere from $15 if it's a junky uncommon to up to $400 for a 9/5 mana drain. So some really, really good stuff. Really happy with this box. Definitely going to fill a lot of holes in my set. Fill a lot of holes in my buddy John's set. John just started building BGS sets, so hopefully be able to help him out a good bit on this. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to sit here and help sleeve these, and then we're going to have to sit down and go through and see what we think may grade properly, because we don't want to waste $8 getting junk graded. So that's the end of the box, guys. Legends, English. And let's see if we can... I'm going to grab the key cards here real quick that we...
I'll pull out the Karakas too.
Ooh, be careful. Well, don't damage them. Let's place it in there. It's a shame because it's funny. I only had one Karakas until we cracked this box.
I mean, people always say the worst way to try to get
a playset is cracking boxes, but
I don't think they're thinking about stuff like Karakas when they say that. They're mostly talking about people trying to get standard stuff for their decks.
Definitely would not have thought that there was going to be a playset of Karakases. We got one reset for Karakas, the other one we're still looking for, but it's a pretty darn good box.
I think I put it in the common pile, so it's going to take a while.
Don't worry about it. There's definitely 4 of them in here. Very, very happy. These 2 guys and the Karakases. This hopefully will finish up the big cards for my set. And John should be very happy with this box too. He's going to end up getting a good amount of these cards too. Finish out probably... Yeah, it's in the stack. We'll get to it later. No big deal. But awesome box. Thanks for watching, guys.